Hi, April. Can you hear me? April, can you hear me? And Anshul?
You should be able to unmute yourself if you want to.
Or if you're unable to unmute, April, I believe this is not your first time, so I'm glad you can join us again. Anshul, if it is your first time, Anshul M, then maybe can you just send a message if you can't unmute yourself? Or you can raise a hand.
You can also let us know in the chat, because if this is your first class, then we'll go through some of the introductory steps. Otherwise,
Yeah.
we'll skip that and we can go straight into the meditation.
Yeah, sorry that you're unable to unmute. We do get a lot of spammers who just start screaming into the mic and interrupt the class. Okay, that's good to hear. Then we'll just wait a couple more minutes to see if someone else will join, and then we'll continue on with the class. But it's good to see both of you back.
I see Lin Fan as well. Hi, Lin Fan. Thank you for joining. Is this your first class?
Yes, this is my first time. Hi, Anshu. How are you?
I am good. Thank you for joining. We will be starting soon.
Yeah, just a few minutes. He had tried to join earlier too. Oh, he did the same thing earlier too. Let's just give it one more minute. So let's go ahead and begin. Let's put both hands on our lap, palms facing outward. And let's close our eyes. And let's bring our attention within ourselves. Our whole day has been spent thinking, reacting, dwelling on the past, or planning our future. Let's now bring our attention into this very present moment. Doing something this simple is very important for us in so many ways that I hope you can discover with us through our online programs. In our previous classes, we have talked about the Kundalini within us, which when awakened gives us our self-realization, this connection to the all-pervading energy around us. It brings our awareness and our collective consciousness into the world. It connects each and every one of us. So let's ask our Kundalini. Let's just ask, Mother Kundalini, please settle my attention. Please bring us to the state of thoughtless awareness. Mother Kundalini, please bring my spirit into the state of thoughtless awareness. And because we have our self-realization, which means our Kundalini is now awakened, and we pair this fact with our pure desire for spiritual ascent, we can now guide our own Kundalini in clearing ourselves out and even others if you desire. So let's take our right hand and we'll put it across our forehead, which, if you may remember, is the Agya chakra. And here we can humbly ask, Mother Kundalini, please help my attention go beyond my mind. I cannot mentally move my attention past my mind. Only you can subtly reduce my ego and my superego. Please grant us humility and freedom from all of our conditionings, even those unknown to us. And lastly, Mother Kundalini, please help us by growing our attention, by growing our awareness, so we can understand ourselves better, so that we can become better yogis, better humans. Let's put our right hand back in our lap. For the next few minutes, let's try our best to watch ourselves. Where does our attention go? Where does our mind go? What thoughts keep disturbing our inner peace? We should try to stay in a state of witness. Just watch ourselves on the inside and do not slip out of control. This should be effortless, so don't try to focus. Just sit and be. So keeping our left hand where it is, let's take our right hand and put it on the ground or towards the ground if you're sitting in a chair. This will help our Kundalini clean out our left side. It takes the negativity from our left channel and pushes it through into the ground, where the Mother Earth destroys it for us. So keeping our eyes closed, and again, left hand on our lap and right hand towards the ground. Here we ask, Mother Kundalini, please clean out our left channel. Please take away our imbalances that are associated with the left side. Please bring balance into our emotional state. If we dwell on the past too much, please help us move past it. If we feel lethargy throughout our day, please give us the energy to overcome it. If you just joined our Zoom meeting, please message in the chat if this is your first time joining us, so that we can do the self-realization process for you and then continue with meditating. And if you haven't got your self-realization, don't be shy, just message, and it's good for all of us to experience it again. So everyone, let's put our right hands back in our lap. And let's take our left hand and we'll point it up over our shoulder towards the sky. And in this sense, the element of the right side is the air or the ether. So this moves the energy of our right side up into the air in order to clean it out. So here we can ask Mother Kundalini, please clean out our right channel. Please bring balance into our right side. if we overexert ourselves, always running around and doing things, please give us the inner peace and stability to move beyond that. If we're always thinking about the future and planning, please help us overcome that and bring balance into ourselves. And once we ask this, all we need to do is keep into the best state we can of thoughtless awareness. It is in this state that our Kundalini can work most efficiently. We can bring our left hand back in our lap. And let's meditate for a few minutes and see if we can feel a difference in our state after cleaning our left and right side. And it's okay if thoughts come inside your mind just again. Be able to witness them and let them go by. Wait for them to finish so you can go back into the state of thoughtless awareness. We can slowly open our eyes. So, to my left is a photo of Shimadaji, who you may have met or found out about through our program. She is the founder of this meditation, and she definitely has reached a state that kind of goes beyond most people, in the sense that her ability to stay in the state of thoughtless awareness kind of showed her all these ways to help others get into the state of thoughtless awareness. So she has given a few lectures and just some advice, which has helped all of us who go in to try to meditate in Saj Yoga. So Anshul, our tech, will play a short excerpt of Shimadaji's talk.
Every day you should do meditation. Those who do not do meditation are capable of falling down. Because meditation is like putting oil into the lamp. Those who do not meditate think they can do without it are sadly mistaken. They have to meditate morning and evening. The problem is everything comes so handy, so simple, that they don't understand that meditation is very important. Many people. Not you, but there are many I know who get realization, don't meditate. And their style is different. Their nature is different. Meditation is such a soothing thing, such a beautiful way of connection with the divine, that all your problems get solved in that meditative mood. If you are not meditating, you are not following meditation, then maybe your light will go down. It won't give sufficient light. It's important, very important, to find out about yourself, about others, in the meditation. How to do meditation? Many people ask me. Don't do anything. To just go into thoughtless awareness. Try to go to the thoughtless awareness. If you can get into that condition of thoughtless awareness, you've done your job. Because that's the point where you are with the truth, with the reality, with the joy, with everything that is so fundamental. When you meditate, try not to make some sort of a function out of it. No. Meditation is something silencing yourself, silencing your thoughts, and going to that deep ocean which is within you itself. But supposing you don't do that, if you don't meditate, I can make out immediately those who are meditating and those who are not. It's not difficult for me. Those who do not meditate are always hesitating. They are confused. They can't understand. And that's why meditation is the most important thing in search. Just like a light burns with the electricity flowing in it, you can say, or by because of the candles. In the same way, meditation is a continuous availability of the divine force. That will reduce all your apprehensions. Not only that, but takes out all the negative thoughts. It takes out all the discouraging things. And when you are meditating like that, thoughtless awareness, then you will be amazed how you are helped from within and without. It's a terrible power that works, this thoughtless awareness. So those who do not meditate cannot go very much far with the advantage of Sahaja. One should try to meditate and go up to the point of thoughtless awareness. So, what happens to you? If you are in thoughtless awareness, what happens to you? Is that you get the confidence, complete confidence of divinity. You know you have that. I have seen children coming from our school in Dharamshala, extremely confident and extremely humble. And I asked them, what do you do? They said, Father, we meditate. We meditate in the school, in the evening, and that meditation helps. Imagine these small children can say that. So why not you also understand it? That meditation will give you security. It will give you a real enlightenment and a complete connection with the divine. Without the connection of the divine, what's the use of doing surgery? I know the people who are meditating, who have gone down into their being and who are very developed. Also, I know people who are little superficial. Your depth is in thoughtless awareness. It's a very important point which you should reach. Looking at anything, if you are thoughtlessly aware, then you really become reflective about it. Just works out that way. I don't know how far you can remain in that condition. But even for a second you can achieve it, you start achieving it more and more. I've talked so much about meditation before, but today when I see all these candles burning, I think they are all meditative. They are all in meditation, and that's how they are burning. In the same way, Sahajogis who meditate, I know, and those who don't, I know. And if they have problems, I know why the problems are there. Main thing is your connection with the divine is only possible when you meditate and become thoughtlessly aware. That's the point where divine works. It helps. It comes to your help in such a way that you don't know how you have achieved it. So thoughtless awareness is the first point all of you should achieve. Very important. After that, we can achieve something else. But the first step is thoughtless awareness. It's very important to become thoughtlessly aware, because then there are no thoughts coming from the left or right, from the present or the future. Just in the present, you are there. It's something you all have. It's not that I'm saying that to you, but all of you have this. But steady yourself. You have to steady yourself at thoughtless awareness. How long? That's not the point. The point is, once you touched it, you'll go on touching it. Many people meditate, but their thought process is going on. They are not thoughtlessly silent. Now, this is the one point which is very important. If you have to grow, you should be absolutely in connection with the divine through thoughtless awareness. You don't have to pray. You don't have to call anyone. Nothing. It just works because it is within you. All these thoughts are bombarding from both the sides in your mind. These thoughts that are coming to you have no meaning with you. They do not substantiate yourself. You are an ocean. And you have to get into that state of thoughtless awareness. It is always described in all the great books, but not so clearly as I am telling you. I don't say that some of you do not get thoughtless awareness, so they are good for nothing. No. But please try. You can all get into that state of thoughtless awareness. Even for a second, if you get it, it's a very good idea. Then you go on increasing that second. I think it's a reflecting mind. When you look at something, you become thoughtlessly aware. And then your mind reflects to the depth of what you see. That's how you all will become really very creative surgeons. What I find that this state of thoughtless awareness is not established by many, which is not good. Today, on this day of Diwali, I would say that you enlighten yourself with thoughtless awareness. It is not difficult. It's within you, because thoughts are coming from this side and that side. And they are not the waves of your brain, no. Just your own reactions. But in case you meditate in the real sense of the word, then you will get into that thoughtless awareness, which is a very important point. And all these nonsensical thoughts, which are of no use to you, will disappear. They won't be there, and then your growth is possible, and you grow very well. Many people are here who will say, Mother, we don't get that state. Try. Try that. I don't believe you cannot get it. All of you can get that thought that I can get it, and you will get it. In that, you don't have to discard anything, you don't have to see anything, just go into meditation. And you'll be amazed how it will work. Of course, you are very much there, most of you. But still, I would say, increase that thoughtless awareness, that area.
So let's go into meditation. And since some people joined us, and we don't know if anyone's new yet, let's all just take our right hand and take the middle of our hand and put it on the top center of our head, fingers outstretched towards the sky. And closing our eyes, let's just ask within ourselves, talking to this innate energy within everybody, the Kundalini. Let's just ask this mothering energy. So we say, Mother, please give me my self-realization. Mother, please give me my self-realization. And some of us can also say, Mother, please establish my self-realization. Mother, please establish my self-realization. We can raise our hand a few inches, and some of us may feel a cool or a warm breeze coming out of the top of our head, or even our fingers tingling at us, which everything has its own meaning. Let's put our right hand down. We can even check with our left hand above our head a couple inches. Of our Kundalini pushing from our tailbone, our sacrum bone, all the way up our spine and through the central channel, central part of our brain, through the fontanelle bone. Put our left hand down. And again, keeping our eyes closed, let us tap into the depth within us. There's an ocean of joy within us, of peace. And by getting into the state of thoughtless awareness, or trying to even, our Kundalini can connect us with the all-pervading energy into the collective consciousness. And hopefully we can feel that today. And we'll be playing some meditation music just for 10 minutes or so. We can open our eyes. And because keeping in this meditative state is so important, where you want to try to keep it throughout your day, I want to show you a technique that we all use to try to, again, stay in that meditative state after we meditate and even before we meditate, to bring us into the state of meditation. So we call it raising our kundalini and giving ourselves a bandhan. Raising the kundalini, self-explanatory, but giving a bandhan is a form of protection on our chakras, on our energy centers. And because we've had quite a few classes now, if you know it, that's great. If you don't know it, then you should definitely try to do it at least once a day. But again, we do it before we meditate, after we meditate. Some people like to do it before they leave the house, because it just sets your day in such a different tone. And you can even experiment with this technique, try a day without it, try a day with it. And we all have done it who've been meditating a while, and we definitely notice a difference. So raising your kundalini, you take your left hand and you put it near the base of your spine, and you take your right hand and you will be going up and over, kind of in front of the hand, and down and behind the hand. So it makes a circular motion like this, kind of going, like if you were looking at the hand, going clockwise. So you start your left hand at the base, right hand goes around, and you start lifting your left hand up. And as you reach the top of your head, you make just one knot. And then we do that 3 times. And the second time we do it, you make 2 knots at the top. So you're raising your kundalini, and then you're tying it up and above the last chakra in our body. And the third time, we will tie the knot up 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. The bandhan is a little easier. You take your left hand, you take your right hand over your left hand, and this is the starting position. And you just take your right hand and you go up and over yourself, and then you bring it back, and that's 1. And we do it 7 times because there are 7 chakras in our body. Just up and over your head. Try not to cross over your forehead. Just raise if you can, hopefully, your arm up and above. And this is kind of doing you could almost say a protective barrier over your chakras. And again, if this sounds interesting to you, just experiment with it and try it out. I believe we can unmute now. You have the ability to unmute yourselves. And if anybody has any questions or comments, now would be the time. Or if you're new and you came a little bit later, if you have different questions, because we did a kind of advanced meditation today. Or if you can't unmute yourself, maybe you can write in the chat box. Or if there's no questions, then thank you for joining the meeting. There'll be another one tomorrow, and we hope to see you there. Oh, nice, April. I'm glad that you were shown the foot soaking technique, and you actually could feel the difference.